Nation of Conversation. What's going on with it, man?
What's going on with you? Chilling, man.
Man, another day. Man, we're gonna get into it. Make sure everybody checking us out. Make sure you hit that live, like, share, subscribe, so we can catch you guys next time we go live. And look, man, I know we kind of late. Week 16 start tonight, but we didn't get the chance to talk about last week. Um, More ACL injuries. We got two major stars going out: Pat Mahomes, Michael Parsons. Uh, it's really like a epidemic of ACLs in all major sports, whether it be you
Mhm.
know college. Not college. Well, college is a major sport now because they're getting paid. NFL, NBA, MLB. Just guys are just tearing ACLs all over the place now. Um, what do you think is a big contributing factor to that?
Wear and tear. But I don't know. A lot of athletes are more explosive nowadays than in the past. So
Yeah,
um, they train a lot. I won't necessarily say they overtrain, but it's a lot of more training, more explosive techniques they use. So and once you get late in the season like this, especially NFL, your body starts to break down. So I think that might have contributed to Patrick Mahomes and Parsons, especially Parsons, because he's doing a lot of movement, cutting to the side and tackling. So I can see why his ACL tore. And plus, he's an explosive player anyway. But Patrick Mahomes, that looks like that just was a freak injury right there. But it sucks. But hopefully these guys can recover and get back on the field for next year. I think Patrick Mahomes already came out and said he'd try to be ready by week 1, which I said I think he will be because with today's technology and rehab and recovery now, these players get back on the field quick. And it just sucks for Patrick Mahomes, you know. But the Chiefs won in the playoffs anyway, so that game basically knocked them out. So, but still, injuries do suck. It's
yeah,
a recovery.
they had,
Yeah,
hmm yeah, they had to win that game, and the Jaguars and the Colts they had to lose. They had to have a bunch of things happen to get them in. Yeah, they were going
right.
to get eliminated anyway because the other two teams won. But this
Right.
is interesting. Okay, look what Travis Kelsey had to say about it. Like, what you think? He was like,
He's a fearless warrior when it comes to this football thing, and he's going to make sure that he comes back stronger than ever. And you know, hopefully the Chiefs can get him back as soon as possible. I know right now it's kind of right around that week 1 or the beginning of the season next year. So I know he's going to be doing everything he can to get back out on that field for the Chiefs as soon as possible, man.
okay, now were you catching those key phrases? The Chiefs. Now he usually
Right.
says
So,
we when you know what I'm saying. He usually says we. So do you think Travis is gonna pack it up after this season is over? You think that was it? He's like, man, I don't know if my boy gonna be back for next week for first week next year. I don't even know if I want to go out here and play without him. I mean, come on, guys. I mean, Chiefs fans, y'all are kind of spoiled right now. Y'all been in the postseason for 10 straight years. I mean, I understand it's not always going to you're not always going to be the best, and it's a war of attrition
right.
as well. Like I said, guys got to stay healthy. Just had a down year. It was down last year, but you guys still end up making it into the playoffs in the Super Bowl. But we seen this coming. It's in a roller coaster thing. I think you guys will get back in there. Just got to retool, get some more offensive weapons, tighten up the offensive line a little bit more, get another running back in there. I think it'd be right back in it. Especially like you said, you got 15 over there. Anytime he's on the field, you got a chance to win. You know what I mean? So, what you think about that? You think that was it for him after this, or you think he'll come back?
I don't know. It's kind of hard to say, but He has nothing to prove. He won 3 Super Bowls. He's gonna go down one of the greatest tight ends to ever play the game.
Yeah.
But the way he sounded in that interview right there, it sounded like he's ciphering through the words that he's hitting retirement. And just the way he was just talking, like he was saying, hopefully the Chiefs could get him back. Wait a minute, you part of the team too. What do you mean? Hopefully the Chiefs can get him back. But
Right.
I don't know. It's up to him. Does he want to go out like this with a losing season like this, and the way the Chiefs are finishing the season on the losing end? But it's all up to him. But me personally, I say retire because you obviously have to retool and rebuild, like you were saying. So I say call it quits if I him, and go enjoy your girlfriend Taylor Swift, and y'all go do y'all thing and move
I
on.
mean, clearly
But
he gonna be on somebody's network, either CBS, Fox. One of these sports networks gonna pick him up right away. I mean,
oh yeah, he gonna get one of them Tom Brady deals. They probably gonna try to get him $50 million a year. It's just some shit.
yeah, and I wouldn't be mad at him. I mean, like I said, if you got better
Right,
opportunity to make more money off the field than on the field, why not? Like I said,
right.
I'm an advocate. Get all the money you can. You know what I'm saying? Because they got it. They got it to give away. So
Yeah.
get all that you can. Yeah,
And
but
what Fox is paying Tom Brady, that shit is ridiculous. But like I say, get your money.
yeah, definitely get it. Okay, and then what about the Packers? With Michael Parsons being out, you think Jordan Love gonna be able to keep riding that wave, get them into a deep postseason run? You think they can still end up making it to the NFC Championship, possible Super Bowl? I had picked them as one of the teams early in the season for NFC, them and the Rams. I still got the Rams coming out the NFC, but the Packers could give them some competition. What you think about that?
Um, I still think they'd be all right going into the playoffs. Well, hopefully they make it because what I mean, I'm looking at the standings. Who you got there? Chicago and the Packers are right behind them, and it's a key game coming up against the Chicago Bears too. So
Yeah.
um, I think they still have a deep run in the playoffs. Michael Parsons is obviously it's a big blow to the defense because we know what he brings to the table on defense. But Jordan Love, I think he has enough offensive tools to move that team forward and get them past, the games they are going to need to win. But it's still going to be, some of them games they're gonna miss Parsons on the field for sure.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
So
definitely.
yeah, so but I think they got enough to still just make it. But we'll see. We'll see what the Packers do. I'm pretty sure they're gonna come up with some defensive schemes and try to get past that Parsons injury. But I think they got enough for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they have to scheme up some things, probably turn up the offense a little bit more, put some more pressure on the other team, try to outscore them. Because, like I said,
Yeah,
they're a good team without him as well. But like I said, he's just a major factor. He draws so much attention,
right.
and guys got to cover, freeing up other guys to get sacks. You know what I mean? So, there's that
Yep,
element as
yep.
well. So, yeah, it could be interesting.
Yeah, you just don't replace that type of player, that caliber player, actually. So it's going to be a hard replace, but Packers defensive coordinator and the team they gonna figure it out.
Then you seen we had Tua got benched for the remainder of the season after that Monday night game. That game was terrible. Uh, he's been struggling passing the ball all year. Like he hadn't even thrown for over 200 yards since week 9.
Mm,
Well, I think it was 170, 80 yards, something like that. He hasn't thrown over since week 9. He's got the league high 15 interceptions. It looked really bad early in the year, but then they kind of turned it around, won a couple straight. But it was really based off the run game and they've been playing better defense. It wasn't really because of him. Um, then he gets benched for Quinn Ewers. People's like, oh, why didn't put Zach Wilson in? Yeah, they know what Zach Wilson can do. He's going to be their backup. Now they're going to see what what they can do with Quinn Ewers, if they can be able to elevate him to the starter next season. Just these last few games, they're going to try to figure out that with him. You
Yeah.
like that move? A lot of people saying the last straw was, y'all got beat badly. Then after the game, you're out there laughing and shit with Jalen Ramsey, which was
Mhm.
they said he had a bunch of drama on the team, and that's why they had to get him out of there. They said he was toxic for the locker room. You know what I'm saying? And you know that's one of the so-called enemies or whatever. And then you over there, kikiing ha with him after y'all just got your asses beat. He threw some touchdowns late, but the game was already over with. You know what I'm saying? Those was garbage touchdowns. The game was gone already. So you agree with them benching him, and where should they go with that next? Because they still owe him like 200 million or something like. They still owe him a lot of money. So what do you think, they could try to trade him, or what? What you think?
Uh, Obviously the benching means it's end of the era for Tua. I don't see no other reason why they benching him. I think they're trying to move on from him. Uh, Quinn Ewers, like you said, they starting over. See what he could do, see what he could bring to the table, and see if they can move forward with him as far as going into next year. But Tua, yeah, his run has come to an end in Miami. Uh, he just didn't get the job done. He's constantly concussion and protocol, and it's time for the Dolphins to retool too. You got Tyreek Hill injury. He's out for the season, so it's a lot going over there in Miami. But yeah, it's over for Tua. I think he's up out of there. But the thing is, what can you get for him? His trade value. What does his trade value hold if they're trying to trade him? Because you also know this guy's one concussion from retiring. So, uh, so I don't know. We'll see what the Dolphins are gonna do, but it's the end of era for Tua over there. I think so.
Yeah, I would have to agree, because I know he don't want to just sit there and be the backup, and you don't want your backup. You don't want Darius, because it's gonna be more distraction. Like I
Right.
said,
Right.
when stuff started leaking out the locker room and stuff, oh, guys are doing this. Coach got to come up to say, hey, like, we got guys in here that's being horrible teammates, bad to the franchise. I would have called names out. I mean, if everything's getting
Mhm.
leaked, I'm saying names. Be like, oh well,
Right.
I'm holding you accountable. Like, all these stories want to get leaked, put a name on it, man. Put a name on it. I hate
Right.
that shit.
They're gonna act like
I hate
AJ
that.
Brown
Oh,
over there with the Eagles.
right. You know what I'm saying? You being passive aggressive. Say how the fuck you
Yeah.
feel. You know what I mean? Like, look, it's some bullshit going on. We got guys ain't not coming up showing, they're not giving it their all. They're not trying to go. I'm out here going to war. We going to war out here every week. And I need to know if you're gonna come to war with me, or you just out here bullshitting.
Right.
Because
I
you can
heard
get me
bullshitting,
fucked
playing
up.
around,
Yeah.
laughing with the opposing team players and shit. I know y'all was cool over there, but shit, when we on the field, shit, I'm trying to
Remember
win
I
the
told
game.
you.
Shit, I ain't trying to be friendly
Right.
with y'all. And,
Remember I
and
told
that's
you
the thing with
I'm cool with that in basketball, all the dapping up, because football, that's a totally different mentality. We going to war. I'm hitting you.
shit,
No, I'm not. No,
basketball
we're not.
too. Shit. But I don't know. I'm different. I'm kind of like old school. Like some of the old school players. You notice how everybody's friends and homeboys and shit today. Back in the day, like Kobe said, like he wasn't too friendly with all the enemy players. Like shit. Even on
And
the court, like man, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
and
I'm
this is the
not
thing
cool with
too.
you like that.
See, back then players didn't move around like that, so that's why I
Right.
have to say it too. Players wasn't getting traded 2 times in the season. You play a year here, getting moved around. So of course you're gonna have partners on every team like that.
Right. Right.
Like I said,
And it's so easy for a player to get traded too nowadays.
yeah. See, back then
All you gotta
that
do
was
is go to the front
basically.
office.
Yeah, like I said, basically the before all this new shit, 70s, 80s, 90s, basically they had your rights. You gonna do what the hell we say, you gonna play for who we want you to
Hmm.
play for, or that's it. So you built that. Okay, I've been playing on the team with this guy for 5, 6, 7, 8 years. Yeah, this is my dog right here. Fuck y'all. These are my boys. So you will get that type of mentality. But like I said, nowadays, you say it's like basically the roster is about 20, 25, 30%, sometimes 40% different every year. You know what I'm saying? It's that much turnaround. So I kind of get it, but at the same time, for a fan watching it, like, no, I don't want y'all to be buddy. I want you to try to bust his ass. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to see.
And it's cool to be buddy and friends and shit, but off season do that shit.
Or off season,
I'm not
right.
trying to dab you up, laughing on, and we know the cameras are on us. So like, look, they friends, whoop and all that. So it's just kind of like a weird vibe because whether you playing, defense on this player and shit, like, damn, is he really trying to block his boy's shot or is he really trying to tackle his boy? Vice versa. I'm like, because they so cool, but
right.
I want to go on the floor. I want to be competitive. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to go out there and be friendly. After the game, after the season, whatever case, yeah, we can hang out. We cool. But during the season, it's a different story. Well, put it this way. I'm cool with you, but it's gonna have to be off the camera. Make it at least seem that we trying to be competitive against each other.
Right. I'm not trying to be out here jersey swapping and you just put up. Y'all just scored 5 touchdowns on us. Oh, I'm about to swap jersey out. Man, hell, I'm still pissed about this shit. Fuck that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No, I'm not.
Like I say, I'll look at you, nod my head, like, man, hit me up later, bro.
Yeah, I'm out of here.
Right. I ain't trying to make it seem like obvious. We just cool like that. Because especially in the NBA, it's like everybody buddy with everybody.
Yeah. And speaking of, but hey man, who's gonna go ahead and take these divisions? We're going into week 16, and usually by now, guys are resting starters. We got a division in the bag. It ain't been like this in over almost 10 years. Last time the division winner haven't really been decided by week 16. What you think about? Is that a testament to good football this season, or just so many injuries, key injuries, that teams are just not at full strength? So it's just a toss up this year.
Well, I'm gonna start with Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. That's gonna be a real indicator right there who's going to win that division. And I was looking at the Chicago Bears schedule. They still can miss out on the playoffs if they lose these last couple of games because they next couple of games they ain't gonna be a cakewalk. I think they got the Lions twice, or I'm not for sure, but they got the Packers, they got the 49ers. I'm like, damn. I'm looking at their schedule. I'm like, ooh, like if they can lose out, shit, they can miss the playoffs entirely, and that would suck because the Bears they having a good season this year.
Yeah,
but
real quick, I want to. Dre just dropped a question in the chat. He was like, "What we think about the Jake Paul fight, Anthony Joshua?" I think this will probably be his first real boxing match. I wouldn't be surprised if he went in there and won. Like I said, people keep saying, "Oh, he's a YouTuber." He's not been a YouTuber in a long time. Y'all keep thinking that. That's why he keep going in there and busting y'all ass. He's been a boxer, training, doing all this shit for years now. So you keep coming in there with that attitude. Oh, he's a YouTuber. Okay, all right. You get your ass slid, then what? Like I said, and boxing in the whole is a business, it's a show, and he's found a way to cut out the middleman of all these damn people with these WBC, WBA, these belts that's pimping these fighters, getting money out of them. Just because I box in your league, I gotta pay you this, pay you that, pay you that. And then just speaking of that, like Bud Crawford, he retires. People he retired first four weight class champion, retired, undefeated. You know what I'm saying?
Right fighting, the right money, he coming back for sure.
I was gonna say that, but look, people was like, oh, now they're starting. It's going to be the 40 million plus fights lining up. Why would he leave now? I was like, and this is just me after what he said, and gave the belt back to WBC and all that, he knew if he get in the ring, if he don't knock that person the fuck out to where they're gonna fuck him over. They're gonna say you lost the fight. You get what I'm saying? So I don't think he just wanted to even do that shit no more. Like, oh, if I don't think I can just knock this motherfucker right out, the referee is gonna fuck me over. They're gonna try to put a draw or a loss on my record going forward because of this back and forth politics shit with the belts and his money and all that or whatever.
Yeah. But speaking of that Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua fight, who's gonna win? On paper, Anthony Joshua should knock him the hell out on paper.
Should.
But he should. But like what you would just said, Jake Paul, he's a real fighter. This guy just ain't out here for show. They can stop that. He ain't for show no more. This dude's a real fighter. But it's gonna be a good one. The only thing I say, Anthony Johnson, he has the reach advantage on him and the size. So that's the only thing I think I would give the slight edge to Joshua. But it won't shock me if Jake Paul win that fight, though. It won't be a shocker to me.
Yeah, it's like I said, on paper, he should knock him on out. You know what I'm saying? You've been doing this shit. You're bigger. And like I said, this is a real test for Jake too, because usually most times he's fighting guys he's bigger than, way outweigh him, whatever. And that shit does matter in boxing. People fight different sizes on the street all the time. Yeah, but it's different. They're not fighting with rules, and then anything can happen on the street. But in this, the weight class shit matter. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
This is
actually his real first fight.
I hope it's not. Right. I hope it's not a shit show. I hope there's no theatrics and bullshit going on. I hope they put on a good show because like I say, it's not really been no really good fights lately that I've been like, oh.
Right. When they fight, is it tomorrow or Saturday?
I think it's Saturday.
Saturday.
It could be.
I was here on Friday. I don't know. Check it out real quick. I think it's tomorrow, actually. I'm not for sure. But according to the people out there, this is Jake Paul's first real fight. And I'm actually glad he's having this fight because he has really a good chance to prove himself that he's an actual fighter. So it's going to be a big test for him, but I still think Anthony Joshua, just by the size and the reach advantage, is going to be too much for him. But like I say, it won't shock me if Jake Paul come out there and do some shit and shut the naysayers up. So,
yeah. Yeah, we gonna see, man. Yes, I'm interested to see. I hope, like I said, I just hope it's a good fight. I hope they don't come out there bullshitting us or Anthony Joshua, you out there. Oh, he clipped me. I'm out. Oh, it's the worst punch I've ever had. Type shit. I hope it ain't that old bullshit. Hope it's an actual fight. Right. It's cool. It is what it is. But we'll see. Okay, NBA Cup. Knicks won it. Everybody's seen, like I said, the viral celebration. You said you said you had some issue with it? You think they celebrated too hard, like they wanted the actual championship, or?
Yeah,
and then I know you seen the Josh Hart weird shit too, right?
Was that real or was that AI?
Nah, man, that was real. So. Yeah.
A lot of people saying that was AI, but I don't know. But as far as the Knicks,
okay.
As far as the Knicks, yeah, it's a great accomplishment. You won the NBA Cup. I think they were celebrated too excessively. I mean, you didn't win the NBA championship; it's the NBA Cup. But if you want to put it down as a compliment, that's good for the franchise. They won the NBA Cup, but Let's see, can you sustain this in April, May, and June? Let's see, can you win the big one?
But the,
Uh,
but this is the thing
I
though.
mean,
Okay, yeah, I get it, but I'm saying now, okay, they had that big celebration, but then they like, oh, we're not gonna hang the banner. We still got things to do. Okay, I just think okay, everybody trying to be cool. We gonna downplay the NBA Cup. Oh yeah, we gonna. I think they should all hang it up because for whatever you want to not like it or not, this shit is a part of the NBA now.
right? It's an in season accomplishment. You won the NBA Cup
Right,
championship,
right. It's
so
right. It's a part of the NBA now. So
whether you like it or not, I
I
think
don't
it's going to
know.
be here to stay for a minute. I think they're moving that NBA Cup out of Vegas too. I think they were saying like the fans are not excitement enough in Vegas. So what I
I don't
think it
know.
is, what I think it is, it's a lot of these teams that's making it, they're not like fans, big fans in Vegas. So of that team, I'm saying. So, but I could be wrong. But I
and
have
then
looked at
and then
a
that
game of
too.
that.
Then them damn ticket prices and stuff too. Like people think, oh, people in Vegas, this is a regular city. It's a small place.
Right.
The strip is a few blocks. People think the whole strip is all out of Vegas. That's just the strip area. Like they trying to
Yeah.
price out people, just like when the Raiders Stadium first opened, motherfuckers couldn't even get in there for the first 2 seasons. Shit was too expensive. Like, damn.
Hmm.
Like you got to price it for the people. You know the way we're not making the highest wages out here in Vegas compared to other cities, but they trying to make it that way, putting all these teams here and just raising up the value everywhere, but not paying the people accordingly to the shit. So I don't know how that's gonna
Right.
scale
Right.
out. And then we got the A's. Then we got the A's coming out here too. So I mean, damn, this shit's gonna be expensive everywhere.
And then Adam Silver, he just came out that he's gonna make a decision in 26 about the expansion team, Seattle and Vegas. So
Yeah,
that's gonna be another franchise or coming to Vegas.
yeah, just gonna keep raising it up more and more. And and where they gonna fit that damn stadium? Because they're trying to put everything right here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, y'all
Hmm.
got the room for that shit?
I think they'd be okay if they build it outside the strip, but they want everything near the strip. That's where the money is sold at the heart is of the city. So I get it, but also too congested during game days, traffic and all that shit. Then the parking, the walk, like the parking for the Raiders Stadium is, you got to walk up to 2 miles. I hear sometimes, depending on where you park. But it's just crazy. They just bunching everything up on the strip, which is plenty of room out here in Vegas where they could build, these arenas and stadiums, but they want everything near the strip.
And I get that part too, because like I said, people flying in, they want to be able to get off right. Harry Reid, if they're flying in to watch a game, they want to be able to get out the airport, come right to the stadium, see their team, stay at the hotel, lose some money, and leave. That's what they want people to
All
do.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So I understand it, but damn, I'm just saying for the people that's in Vegas, like shit, can we get some reprieve on this shit? Can we get some?
Should they bring a franchise to Vegas? I mean, yeah, they should, but it's just like we were just saying, where the hell you gonna put them at? They wanna have a new arena. They don't want to play at T-Mobile. They want to have their own arena if they do bring a franchise here.
Yeah,
But like I say, good
I don't know,
accomplishment for the
man.
Knicks. Let's see if y'all can do it in April, May,
It's
and
getting
June.
tough out here.
Because I say the Detroit Pistons is right behind y'all, and that's probably like the only team I could see beating them in the East because that East is very stinky right now.
Yeah. And I'm just scrolling by. I'm looking at those the side by sides with Anthony and Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul. Like
He's little. He's
Anthony
small.
Joshua, yeah, you are like twice. Yeah, you like twice the dude's size. So I mean, mm, I hope you. I
Right.
hope
That's
you
why I
didn't
say
take the
on
money to take a
paper,
fall. I hope you didn't.
Anthony
Yeah, I hope.
Joshua should get hit in his ass. But we gonna find out if it's WWE or not.
Yeah, Tyson Fury went off on Anthony Joshua, who is was that his son that beat him, or was in his family
Who?
or brother or some that the one that beat Jake Paul, Tyson Fury.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Was that his
yeah, yeah.
brother, his son, or somebody in?
I'm not for sure who it is.
Yeah,
He
one of
kidding
them.
in some type of way.
Yeah, but he was like, yeah, but he was like he going. He said, but when he said he when he see him, he knocking him out because he said he disrespecting boxing.
He
I
said he
mean,
knocking
look,
him
shit, he
out.
getting paid, and it's not. Yeah, I mean, he getting paid. I don't think they're gonna count this in his official record, are they? Because it's not a real. I mean,
It's a
it's
fight.
not
It's a
gonna.
real
If he
fight.
did lose, they wouldn't.
It's a real
Okay,
fight. So it's
well,
going against the record.
okay, well then, I hope you don't go out there and bullshit. Because yeah, your legacy gonna take a big major hit if you come out there. I mean, even if you lose, you got to make sure you out there fighting hard. You got to look like you was trying to win. Shit, don't just go out there and get embarrassed. You know what I'm
Right, right,
saying?
right.
Took a few million, took a few million for your legacy and all that shit. That's why I didn't like the shit with Mike Tyson. I hated that shit. I fucking hated it. That shit was so
Yeah.
nasty. Said, man, that shit
Mike
shouldn't
looked
even
like
happen.
Father Time out there. We already knew Mike was
Yeah,
dumb.
yeah.
You know, everybody was just
Well,
getting hyped
yeah,
because the training videos. Oh, look how you look in the videos. I'm like, it's training. He's sparring. Of course, he looks like
yeah,
Iron Mike in the goddamn fucking sparring video and training. But what can he do at this age? You know, like I already knew it was gonna be some bullshit. I don't know. Everybody got hyped and fell for that motherfucking shit.
yeah. They thought Mike was finna turn like they thought it was gonna be like it was '96 or
Iron
something. Like
Mike.
he about to go out there and beat the shit out of Bruno or something. Like nah, yeah, it ain't
Right. They
Iron
thought he
Mike
was gonna
no
be the
more.
80s Mike. Just knocking motherfuckers out in the first motherfucking 30, 45 seconds. I already knew that shit was gonna be some bullshit. I'm like, ain't no way.
Nah, man.
Yeah, can he whoop the average man still? Hell yeah, he can. But you're not gonna beat no young professional boxer. Come on now. I don't know why people fell for that shit.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it's not. It's not. Yeah, that didn't look good at all. Yeah, I hated that shit for Mike. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this is like, oh, he got paid. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about that. Mike had some money. Mike wasn't fucked off like that. Man, you got it. And then like the shit with Anderson Silva too. Like, man, you went out there, you
Hmm.
got knocked the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had no business getting in the ring. You was done. You were done. But you just wanted to get out there and I guess still be relevant. And I get that too. But damn, you look bad. Yeah, and you got slept
Yeah.
by a quote unquote YouTuber. So I mean, that's just me. But like I said, to each his own. But
Yeah.
I just didn't like that shit at all.
Hmm. Oh yeah. We got a good football game tonight. A real
Yeah, man.
good, like you say, that's
Hope
going to
so.
determine the division one or two. We got the Seattle Seahawks and the Rams tonight.
Yeah, finally a good Thursday night game. They've been kind of trash. I don't know. I just think teams. I don't think teams. They really just get up for a Thursday night game. It's like get this shit over with, type thing. But since it's been a divisional game, I think they should go out there and go. I'm taking the
Right,
Rams.
right, right.
I'm taking the Rams because, like I said, I picked them. But it wouldn't surprise me if Seattle did win because, like I said, they're a hell of a team. Also,
Hmm. I was just about to say, Seattle got some defense. So the Rams also got a good D
yeah,
too, but Seattle defense is
absolutely.
nasty, and it's gonna be a good game. I'm looking at the trending tonight, the trends tonight. Everybody jumping on the Rams, but I'm like, I don't know about that. And the Rams, I don't know. Devontae Adams, he's coming back from injury tonight. Is he playing? He's suiting up. What's up with him? Because I know he was injured.
They don't know yet. He's yeah, he might be game time decision, but they say he may play.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
the hamstring.
Well,
Like I said, if he got hamstring, I want him to rest because we still gonna make the playoffs. Now we need you in the
right,
playoffs,
right,
big
right,
dog.
right.
I
Get
don't want,
healthy.
I don't want you come out here. Yeah, I don't want you coming out here and re-aggravating it. Then you can't play at all in the playoff game. Then we're gonna be sick.
Right, right,
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Because
Especially
Puka's that boy, but you need Devontae for the red zone.
right,
Puka for
right,
the
right.
deep threats, long balls. Yeah, but that red zone, you need that boy at 17.
Yeah. Um, Even if he doesn't play tonight, I'm gonna take Seattle tonight. I like Seattle to get the job done tonight. I just think I think Seattle is vicious on defense. They're moving the ball with Sam Donald. Shout out to Sam
Who's
Donald.
at
How
home?
he revived his career. I think they're in LA. I think they're in LA. Don't quote me on that. I'm not for sure, but
Mm.
I don't care where they're at. I'm taking Seattle tonight. That's my pick for tonight. I'm going with Seattle Seahawks to get the win tonight and get on top of the NFC West division.
But then you still look. I mean, you can't throw out the Niners. Like I said, that division is still winnable by each one. So, like I said, yeah, the Niners they keep winning. Despite them having a bunch of injuries, and that's why I said too. Kyle Shanahan, end up getting he might end up getting the coach of the year. I know that was a key factor in, like, when Kevin Stefanski won it when he had Joe Flacco out there starting, is because, like, okay, he didn't have any quarterbacks. He called Joe Flacco from the street, and they made the playoffs.
Yeah.
But this gonna be tough. Who you got for coach of the year
Uh.
right now?
Who I got for coach of the year? Oh man, they got some good teams.
I got Ben Johnson from Chicago. I got Ben Johnson from Chicago. He came in and turned that organization right around. So I'm gonna give it to Ben.
Yeah, I got to see how they finish. I got to see how they finish because they got some. They don't got to take off their last couple of games. And like I say, looking at their schedule, if they lose out, they could definitely miss the playoffs. So I got to see how they finish. But that's a great pick right now. If the season ended today, yeah, he should deserve it. But I'm gonna go with Mike Vrabel. I'm gonna go with them.
Oh, for New England.
They,
Yeah, okay.
yeah,
That's a
yeah,
good
yeah.
one too.
The
Yeah.
Patriots, on paper, they were supposed to be stinky. You got to think they lost to the sorry ass Raiders first game, so they turned that around. Yeah, I'll go with Mike Vrabel for the Patriots
Yeah,
for Coach of the Year.
and the hell yeah.
Yeah,
Damn, and also you can throw Sean Payton in there too. He got Denver over there balling now.
yeah. Got
That's
Denver
one of the best
ball,
teams in the league, not just AFC.
right?
That's one of the best teams in the league right now. So
They clinched last week with that win against Green Bay too. So They're in the playoffs for sure. But yeah,
Yeah, it's gonna
Mike
be
Vrabel will be my pick.
okay. Yeah, I'm not mad at. I wouldn't be mad at any of them. I would probably they probably would give it to Ben because this is his first year. You know what I'm saying? Bravo, he had a job in Tennessee. You know, of course, everybody knows Sean Payton. So I don't know, but yeah, either one of those picks would be fine with me.
Yeah.
And did you see? Okay, all right. Now I gotta talk about my sorry ass Jets. Now, do you see that Aaron Glenn he gonna fire Sam Wilkes, right? Talk the defensive coordinator. I'm gonna evaluate. Okay, Aaron Glenn, you're a cornerback, right? That's what we're having problems with. It's not the D line, it's not the front seven, it's this back end. Back end is
Hmm.
trash. Don't have a interception all year.
Mm.
How the fuck does that happen?
Well,
We're going in the that's it. That's an NFL record. Going to
the
week
Jets been
16
the
with
Jets.
no none.
Yeah. Well, the Jets been a dysfunctional team for years now. So them one of them teams there, I just say they don't got no luck on their side. Whoever they pick up in the offense, and it don't matter how good it looks on paper, the Jets just can't get past the hump. They always suck.
Right. Then you're
But
gonna fire. That's not saving your job.
hopefully,
You probably gonna get fired too. They probably because whatever for whatever reason they're just not patient at all with coaches. Even though it's a trash team, trash culture, they think somebody can come in and turn it around in one season.
oh,
And
oh,
then
let them start like
and
this next
then
year. Let them be 0-5 out the gate or 1-4 out the gate. Oh, he's out of here for sure.
yeah, if they like I said, if they if they come back with him next year, which I'm not sure that they will. I mean, but the way he's moving, it's like maybe they've talked to him already about okay, this year was really a trial. We had Justin out here, very limited offensively. Okay, so we can do that. Okay, they draft a quarterback, which I hope they do. Might as well take two. We got 3 first rounds
Look,
and the
look, look,
second
look.
round
I mean, if
from
I'm
the
the Jets
trades that we got.
franchise, if I'm the Jets franchise, I would not draft a quarterback because obviously over the past years, like every time they take a quarterback, it doesn't work out. Try to go for a explosive defensive player that they need help on that side of the ball with, and try to get you a quarterback on free agent on the offseason or a decent quarterback or something. Because I mean, you got to go with the best pick in the draft, but I'm just looking at the history of the
Now,
Jets when they draft the quarterback overall, the first quarterback choice, or in the draft pick, it doesn't work out.
the one that didn't work out was Zach Wilson. Because I
Yeah,
like Sam Darnold. They just gave up on him too quick.
Sam
And
Darnold,
then
Zach Wilson,
and
Geno
then
Smith.
then they drafted offensive lineman that didn't make the team.
He had a handful of
You know what I'm
quarterbacks. He
saying? That
didn't
didn't
do
make
it
the
here and
team.
there. That
Now, don't
wasn't
get me wrong.
didn't
When
make it.
Geno first came in, yeah. When Geno first came in the league, he was okay. Then he just got terrible after like the third season. He just fell off a cliff. Got terrible.
And he got good, and
And
he's
then
terrible right now.
made a comeback against Seattle years later. But yeah, that was real. Yeah, and that was the only thing. To me, that's the only bad one they picked was Zach Wilson. He doesn't fit for them. Now, I went on record and said, Zach Wilson, he did play better that season before when Brett Favre not Brett Favre, when Aaron Rodgers got there. That's because Aaron was not mobile like he was. And that offensive line, you got to be able to get out of the way because they weren't blocking for shit, last year. So that's where the struggles came in too. Pittsburgh, you see, they got a little bit better offensive line, and he looks more serviceable over there in Pittsburgh than he did in New York, which I thought that was going to happen anyway. That's why I wasn't surprised. you know, the first game he came out, threw for 3 touchdowns and was out there about. Yeah, if he can get protected, he can still sling that motherfucker. That is still Aaron Rodgers, but we just couldn't protect him. And like you said, he wasn't mobile enough to you know, beat most of the you know, Russians just coming back off that Achilles injury. It was bad. It was just a myriad of things that just didn't sit right to where they had just another miserable season. But going forward, like I said, they should, to me, I'm saying they should, if they can't trade for anybody, I don't even know even know quarterbacks that's available in free agency that they can get that's gonna help. Because if it's just gonna be a lateral move, I don't want it. You might as well draft somebody in and bring them in and cultivate them and show them how you want them to play quarterback for you. Because guys, I mean, who's going to be available? Tua, Kirk Cousins, nah. I don't want down one of those. So I would say, you know, unless the Browns, if they're gonna cut Shador at the end of the year, we can give him a shot. But other than that, there's not really no quarterbacks that's going to be available. Or Matt Jones, maybe Matt Jones.
You find somebody.
Yeah, but it's not that really that means it's going to be available. So they might have to end up taking a quarterback.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. But all right, man, that's going to be it for this morning. Going to get out of here. We might swing back, hit them again tonight. But for right now, we is up out of here. It's your boy Champ Grind Time with the Nation of Conversation. And you remember when you see that B, you know it's we, and we out.